All right, we on. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started, I want to give all glory and honor to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWSHI. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that are ruling well. And peace and safety to the Yakim that's out here pushing this word on truth and sincerity. So I just want to do a lesson. Let me get this that's bothering me off the screen. Going to this, I was up this morning going to work, and what's the nigga on the radio station? Russ Parr. Yeah, Russ Parr in the morning show, and he was all emotional about Donald Trump's statement to that lady, or to the widow of that soldier that died in that Niger. You know, he was all, because he said basically to her, roughly paraphrase, but we're gonna go into it, the fact that he said to her that, you know, hey, well, you know, that's what he signed up for. And everybody's all emotional. How could he say that? And it's like, it's the truth. All right, it's the truth. All right, you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have no business signing up in this military, man. All right, you have no business doing it, and we're gonna go into scriptures to show you that. All right, Trump was on point, and more you gonna die, and there's not gonna be any sympathy for you. All right, so you got that article. We're gonna go ahead and jump straight into the article.
This is the article. It says President Trump told the widow of Green Berry, who died in Niger.
You read the title?
The title is Trump to slain soldier's widow. He knew what he signed up for.
He knew what he signed up for. So Trump. See, y'all. You complain about these people. They complain about a president that's not transparent. Right. But then you got Trump, that's the most transparent president you could ever possibly have. He don't hide his ways. He don't hide how he feels. All right? But then you get all emotional. You people, you don't know what you want. All right? Go ahead.
It says President Trump told the widow of a Green Berry who died in Niger that the soldier knew what he signed up for, but when it happens, it hurts anyway, during the phone call Tuesday.
It's a true statement. What else is he supposed to say? He knew what he signed up for. Yeah. When you sign up for the military, you are saying, if death comes my way, or hurt or bodily injuries comes my way, I am okay with that because I am fighting for the U.S. military.
Yeah, right.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. And I bet this nigga, because we all know, man. Especially, I know us being in the South. Military is big down south. That's right. All right, you got a lot of military bases down here. I grew up in not too far from here, in Augusta, and Augusta's a major military town. Okay, you got your Fort Gordon's, which that's one of those first bases when anybody that's a new recruit, I believe, he has to go through there. So that's a major military town. All right, so recruiting was heavy when I was growing up. All right. And what's the main thing? When a nigga 17, 18, right? When them recruiters come and they hit you with them, hey man, you sign up right now, we're gonna give you $50,000.
Yeah, benefits and stuff.
You gonna get $50,000. You niggas don't care. Niggas take that 50 racks, they go get them an Escalade, all right, with some big boy rims and a sound system, and they cool. They not complaining when they live in these military towns and they get, just because they wear their uniform, they get 10% off at your malls, 10% off at the movie theater, 10% off at every fucking where.
And that's one of the ways Esau, gets a lot of recruits is through those incentives and all these Social Security and
that Psalms,
all these types of benefits and certain things that gifts.
58. Words are smooth as butter.
I already got that,
yeah. All right, Kanye, bring that out.
All right, this is Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Oh, yeah. When we was in high school, my senior year, they send you the Army recruiter. Mm-hmm. They send you the Marine recruiter, the Navy, the Air Force, right? And they come with them. I remember I was sitting there. And they hit you with all them smooth words. Like, hey, man, we in the Air Force. We don't go to war, man.
Yeah, right.
All right? Why wouldn't you want to join the military? Mm-hmm. I mean, they give you free housing. Yep. You get discounts everywhere you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They give you, and you get paid.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is, what did they tell you? All you gotta do is be signed up for 4 years.
Be all you can be.
4 years and you can leave.
Yeah.
They pay for your college. That's smooth words.
Mm-hmm.
And you niggas eat it up. Go ahead.
It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Hey, war's in his heart. Hey, it ain't nothing. You know how smooth your words gotta be to make a nigga in the ghetto sign his rights over, to basically say, oh, you know what? You can send me to Afghanistan, Pakistan, whatever stand there is, to fight your war. You know how smooth your words are? That's some smooth ass words, man.
Yeah.
To make a nigga that all he's ever known was living in the projects or living, and you know another point, when you live in you know, like here in Atlanta, all right, go to Lenox. You think you're gonna see a army recruiting center in Lenox? You can go on Phipps Plaza, all right, and I know men that may not live in the Atlanta area. If you go to Phipps Plaza, that's basically like Beverly Rodeo Drive in LA in a mall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you go to your regular malls, you have they might have the cars. Always, you know, they had the cars on display. In a regular mall, they might have a Saturn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A little Infinity or Altima. You be like, oh, nice. You go on Phipps, man. They gonna have a Ferrari in the middle of it, a Bentley, a Tesla, or some crazy some shit you don't even know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you know, people look at it like, oh, you know, people probably buy it, but you ain't gonna see no Army Recruit Center in no fucking Phipps. Now you go to South DeKalb Mall, right?
Matter of fact, you go to a job fair. Them motherfuckers is at the job fair.
Yeah, they there.
The unemployment office. They all at the unemployment office, the job fairs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they not over there in the rich neighborhoods.
They're not in the rich neighborhoods.
Yeah, they know no one wants to go to war. Who the hell in their right mind really wants to fight for America? I mean, you got some of these, you know,
Patriotic.
Patriotic crackers, you know, apple pie eating, baseball loving crackers that
My grandfather fought in
Yeah,
World War
good.
II, and my father fought
Yeah.
in Vietnam, and here I am. But that ain't you niggas. All right, I know for a fact. Trust me, brothers. I know for a fact. Niggas only join the military because they hit them over the head with that recruiting money.
Mm-hmm.
You sign up, we give you
That
50,
advance.
that advance. But Esau don't ever do nothing. He don't give you nothing for free.
Nah, hell no.
You that money is all assigned to make you sign over yourself. All right. Was there any more to that?
Yes.
Matter of fact, just read it again from the top.
All right, come on. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter,
Mm-hmm.
but war was in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
His words were softer than oil,
Mm-hmm.
yet were they drawn swords.
Yet were they drawn swords. So you had to recruit it. Oh man, you're gonna love it, man. You get to travel the world. You see these bullshit ass military, these army commercials. They have it where you want to do something fun. You like riding roller coasters.
Jumping from a plane.
You like jumping from planes. You like feeling a part of something. You know, they have you feeling all like geeked and excited. Like, hell yeah, man.
They play on your emotions.
Right. Then you sign up and that's your life, man. Any more to that?
Now that was it.
That's it. Now go back. If you got something, you can bring it out. If not,
Nah.
go back to the article.
I'll go back to the article.
Come on.
It says, the widow of Army Sergeant David Johnson received the 5-minute call from Trump.
He said a 5-minute Trump. Hey, Trump probably called that lady and was talking to him when he was on the shitter, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably
No one helped.
5 minutes. Like, oh, I gotta quit. You know how well, I'm gonna do this real quick. Like, well, I'm about to pull. You know, you be riding home. Like, I'm gonna call this person real quick before I get home. That's probably what Trump did.
Before I go in the house.
Yeah, before the food get here, I'm gonna call this lady real quick.
Right. Opportune time.
Go ahead.
It says Frederica Wilson told the Post one day after the commander-in-chief falsely suggested that the former President Barack Obama did not phone the families of fallen soldiers. They were astonished. Wilson said of the Florida family's reaction, it was almost like saying you signed up to do this, and if you didn't want to die, you shouldn't have signed up.
Right.
Yeah.
That only makes sense.
Yeah.
That only makes sense.
What you want him to say?
When you go to war,
Mhm.
somebody got to die. You know?
Yeah, he signed it. He signed up because what is on that contract? All right, when Esau gives you all those benefits, you know, in the 50K and all these types of, you know, things,
Mm-hmm.
you got to know what's at stake. You know, your life. You know, you got to, you know, but Jake doesn't read the fine print. And that's why the brother just read that scripture that you know, his words are smoother than butter, because Esau knows about that fine print. All right?
Mm-hmm.
They know how to you know, coax you into basically losing your life.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So, you know, ain't no one gonna sugarcoat you niggas. Ain't no one gonna sugarcoat nothing for you niggas. You niggas, you feel like you take that as a you know, racism. All right, Trump. You know, but really, Trump is in it. He knows.
Yeah,
He's in a war mindset.
That's right.
if I could say something too, you know, after what was it, the Vietnam War, they was coming back saying that the army is not a place for the so-called black man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was a big. You know, that was big. They made it known in Hollywood too. That movie, Boys in the Hood, when Furious was talking to the boys,
Mm-hmm.
he was like, when they was talking about the army, he said, "Man, the army's not a place for a black man." You know what I'm saying? So, what the fuck are y'all doing in the army?
Mm-hmm.
First off,
Because it goes back to the fact, like, you got a lot of these black moms, and when a nigga hit 18, all right, here it is, the nigga, this is what happens. All the nigga's life, he just been spoon fed by his parents.
Yeah,
he ain't got no skills. His biggest skill is playing Madden.
yeah,
Okay, so then he fucked over at school, right? So therefore, well, first of all, let's say before he fucked over in school, he has no grades. His parents didn't set him up to catapult him to the next level.
that's right.
So then he gets to 18 after graduation in May, and his parents is like, either you gonna get a job or you going in the military.
Not to mention, he can't get a good job because he got a couple felonies, selling dope, being a trap boy on the corner. So
Well,
he
Jake-
already fucked up from the beginning.
Jake in the Hood, they only have 3 options, which
Ball,
is you
rap.
either be a ball player, you know, or be a rapper or drug dealer. Rapper / drug dealer.
Yeah, entertainment.
Yeah,
You throw that in
entertainment. That all goes in the same thing. Or you go to the army.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
You gonna go the illegal route, or for the small percentage, you're able to the upper echelon of Jake. You're able to go to college. You see what I'm saying? But the rest, they join the military. I experienced that with my own brother. Here it is for a good year and a half. All my parents, because they couldn't get him to do nothing because he was a whatever. I ain't gonna throw him on blast in Israel. But the fact of it all is that they were like, well, you can't do nothing. You gotta join the military. And I'm like, nah, you can't join the military, man. But it's like when Jake ain't got nothing else to do, they parents be in their ear. A mother will. You go to these nigga malls on a Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
You basically see somebody's mom basically literally doing this. Like, you going.
Yeah.
You gonna get out of my house.
Yeah.
All right? So keep going with the article. And we're gonna switch up articles in a second too. Matter of fact, get Deuteronomy. Somebody hold Deuteronomy. Matter of fact, before you keep going, go to Deuteronomy 24 and 5.
I got it. All right. This is Deuteronomy 24 and 5. Says, when a man had taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war.
Matter of fact, go back to the article, and I think we gonna skip down a little bit. I'm reading along with you. Go down. Skip down right before the video. You see that where Maisha, whatever her name is. Yeah, read that before. Read that.
It said, Shia, who is pregnant with the couple's third child, collapsed in tears on her husband's flag draped coffin at Miami International Airport on Tuesday.
You see? So basically, for one, matter of fact, while he's holding that, somebody get Deuteronomy 7 as we go start at the top. But the point of it is that that's why you ain't got no business fighting this white man in this white man's war. Because he's not looking at you like a brother. Brothers, it's like, nah, you know, like even on the illegal side, right? Even on an illegal place, you have certain men that'll be like, nah, man, you got a family, you got things going on for yourself. I don't want you taking that risk.
Yep.
Because there's a connection between you. But when it's just like when you Esau and you the so-called white man and you looking at a nigga, nah, go fight my war so I can stay here with my family.
Right.
Yep.
so I can take care of my people. All right. So the article just say who is pregnant with their third. So according to the scriptures, and this country claims to be a God-fearing country, right? A Bible-believing country, right?
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't even been over there.
Right.
All right. Now read that in Deuteronomy 24:5.
Deuteronomy 24:5. When a man hath taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his wife which he hath taken.
You see? So part of having a wife is what? Starting a family, things of that nature. Even within our own law, statutes, and commandments, there's a law on the fact of how even a man goes to war, man. All right, you're not supposed to send no man to war, because even in this law, there's a law where basically the nation of Israel, we're big on being fruitful and keeping your line going. All right, as a man, it's all about preserving your line. All right, but this devil don't care about preserving your line. He could give a fuck. That's what he just basically said. Hey, you signed up for it. Tough titty, basically. Read that again in 24:5.
God says, when a man hath taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his wife which he hath taken. Yeah,
cheer up his wife. Basically, do the things that a husband and a man do. All right, enjoy your wife, have fun, create babies, establish your line, establish your household, make sure that everything is good, man. Not basically not basically take a man that got a new wife, and you'll see it. They'll show you that. Matter of fact, as I'm thinking, what was that movie? Remember Independence Day, the first one? Remember before Will Smith was about to go out and fight? He went out. He took Vivica Fox into the chapel and he married her.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That's a new wife. He's not supposed to go fight. This devil do not care, and you know that happens on a regular. You'll have men that have a new wife, newborn child, and this devil will be like, nah, it's your time to go on your fourth visit to Afghanistan. I know you're missing a leg, but fuck it, we need you.
Yeah, because the numbers low.
Numbers are low, and that's why that draft gonna come. All right,
it's really gonna be fucked.
Yeah, basically. What are you people gonna do when Trump or whoever implements the draft? What are you gonna do then? All right, now you got that in Deuteronomy 7.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 7 start at the top.
It says Deuteronomy 7:1. When the Lord thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Girgashites.
Yeah, the Hittites and the Girgashites.
The Hittites and the Girgashites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites
and the Jebusites.
And the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when the Lord thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them.
See, part of that covenant is a covenant. Another word for covenant is a contract. All right. So when you join that military, it ain't no handshake. Even a handshake's a covenant. But they sit you down. They have all the papers. They run tests on you. So you're making a covenant with this devil. You're basically saying, if you provide for me and my family, I will fight for you and maintain your order. That's a covenant. So every person that joins the military, you're off. You have no business as an Israelite, a Negro, Latino, or Native American joining the U.S. military. Read verse 2 again.
It says, and when the Lord thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them.
Yeah, that's mercy. That's a part of mercy too. Joining them. Well, what do niggas say? Well, we gotta fight for our freedom. That's having mercy.
Yep.
Shit, the Book of Judges when the Lord told them not to what was it? He told them not to do something. they went against the word of the Lord, and he punished their ass.
Mm-hmm.
He told them that, what was it? They were gonna be a thorn in their side.
Mm-hmm.
I forget exactly where in the book of Judges it was. But the Lord told, he told the Israelites, basically, don't be in agreement with your enemy, because they basically the enemy.
That's right.
And what happened to them? They got judged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to find it for you.
Yeah, come. Keep
I got some too.
bring out what you got.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me a few moments. Hold on.
Well, skip down to verse 4.
It says, "For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods."
Oh yeah, what's the first thing that happens when you join the military, right? The military, they have their own quote unquote religious beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they had their own pastors in the military and shit. The first thing they do is they shave you.
Yeah, shave your head.
They completely shave your head off. You can't have no beard in the military.
I found it out.
You got it?
Yeah.
Then bring out what you have.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 2, verse 2. It says, "And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land." Okay, and that's, here in America. Okay, you making the league with the inhabitants. Who's ruling America? Esau.
That's right.
Right? So it says don't make a league with him. So why would you join his army? Okay, the Lord said don't make league with the inhabitants of this land.
The same army that's set up to come against you and your people.
Yeah.
The same military that was used to destroy the Native American Indians when they came in. The same military that bombed Black Wall Street. It's the same military, but this is what you want to join leagues in. Start that again for the time. It's a good scripture.
This is Judges chapter 2, verse 2. "And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land. Ye shall throw down their altars, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Why have you done this?" Okay, so we're supposed to be tearing down, spiritually, not trying to go physically fight a goddamn war that's not even ours.
Yeah,
that's not
hand in hand with the devil.
Yeah, this is not our war. All right, the battle that Esau's going through with these other nations, that's not our war right now.
Yeah, and we're not American.
Yeah,
all right, because you've been so brainwashed and conditioned to believe that you're American, and that's why you fighting the so-called white man's war, because he pushed that label on you, American. You're an American. This is your flag. You gotta pledge allegiance to the flag, and you've been doing that since a child, since grade school. So you really honor that flag, and you feel like this is your country.
Then you see and like I say, I just, as we're talking about this, I'm just reflecting back to my youth, and like I said, you just see when I was younger, and I was like at high school. I'm telling you, all the fly guys in the city were the military. Because they get them fat checks. Like I say, you live in a military town,
you don't have to pay for nothing.
You don't gotta pay for shit, man.
All you have is your cell phone and car note.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. That is, like the brother just said, your cell phone, which they're gonna give you a discount.
Yeah,
they're gonna give you a nice discount with that, and your car.
They all dress nice. They wear suits.
When I was growing up, if you was gonna see a 2003, 2004 Escalade or something on 24s or something, I bet that the nigga that hopped out of it is in the military, man.
Yeah, you got some of them ROTC niggas.
Oh man. I'm telling you, niggas don't. And then if you've ever been on a military base, I don't know how it is anymore. I used to date this bitch. Back down memory lane right now. But man, you go on a military base, man. You know how like you go bowling now. Think about it. You might go bowling in the city. It might call. Hey, what's that place in over there, Miami Circle? You know what I'm talking about?
Bowling alley.
300.
Is it 300?
They changed the name of it.
They changed the name of it, but I know
Bowling pins. It's
Painted Pen or some shit.
Painted Pen.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a real nice bowling alley here in the city.
Upscale.
Upscale. I tell you, if the four of us went bowling there, it's gonna cost us probably. It's gonna be at least $100. It's gonna be $100 to $200 a night.
Yeah.
When you think about rent, you gotta rent the lane. You gotta rent your shoes, drinks. So you might get some nice little food to eat and shit like that, light shit. I'm telling you, I went there with a group of people, and when that bill came, that shit was like $200.
Yeah, mine was too.
You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say, hey, if you live on a military base, you know how much niggas pay for going bowling? Like 50 cents, like $1.
That's heavy.
They said that these forts, so that basically the recruiters don't gotta leave.
Yeah, it's an attraction.
Hey, I remember back in the day, if you had a plug, hey, you know, this is 03, 04, I'm talking. But if you had somebody in your family that was in the military and you could go on a military base, man, we was getting J's
Oh hell yeah.
cheaper.
Oh yeah.
No taxes on it. Cause it's all about making you comfortable. All right. Matter of fact, get Micah 2 and 10.
Come, man. If I can finish that.
Yeah, finish that. And somebody get Micah 2 and 10. While you finish that, go ahead.
It's verse 3. It says, and you know, this is the price we're gonna pay for making the league and joining Esau's army. Okay. It says, wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you, but they shall be as thorns in your sides, and their God shall be a snare unto you. Because you know, ultimately by joining, you know, his army, you know, you basically upholding his flag.
That's a God.
Idol worship. Yeah,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all getting killed, and killed in these so-called wars and these battles over a fucking flag that's not even yours.
Right.
You know, so.
And then hold on real quick.
And if I can say, that's not to mention we haven't really gone into the racism and all types of you know, curses that Jake goes through in the army. All right, it's a whole bunch of racism, you know, that goes on in the army. All right, you know, they don't give a damn about Jake.
Yeah, you just matter of fact, we're gonna get into that too. We see it's all the spirit moving us along. To bring that in Micah 2 and 10.
This is Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, but this is not your rest.
And that's why niggas join the military for that rest, man. All right, you ever meet like I say, when it come to us down here in the South, all right, and I'm pretty sure them brothers in North Carolina, you know, them brothers if they near Fayetteville, all right, because you got Fort Braggs, which is one of the biggest bases in America, all right. You know, if you meet you a nigga that's a retired Army vet or something, oh man, that man got his feet up, man.
Yeah,
he's catching a check. He can still go on a military base and do his grocery shopping.
Oh, I was gonna say they get a huge discount when I forget what it's called. It's in the barracks where they can go into the commissary.
Yeah, the commissary. Yeah,
man. I know a guy. He's in the military now. He tell me, man, he go in there with his little car once a month. Man, he said he racking up all kinds of liquor, food, meat, all kinds of
that shit,
and he ain't paying for shit. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how much money we could save. We going in. A couple of thousand a month.
I'm telling you. I remember, like I say, where I grew up at, it was literally like a hop, skip, and a jump to get to the base, right? And before 9/11 occurred, they actually would let regular civilians go on the base. You could go on the base, but there's certain things you couldn't do. You had to have somebody with you because we used to go through the base and cut to the other side of town. But I mean, I dated a girl that her parents were military. I had a cousin and her mother was ex-military, so it was nothing to go on the base. I'm telling you, that commissary, I'm telling you, you go in there and you get a cart full of groceries. It might cost you $100. I'm talking about that cart be full. I'm talking about a mound of groceries.
God, hey, my rib's father was in the military, right? And she used to tell me that when they lived on the base, man, they go in there with that military boy. They come out with all kinds of shit.
Oh, my mother, her husband is ex Navy. She get iPads. You get all type of TVs. You get all that shit. Anything see, they set up the military bases as a city within a city.
Yeah.
So everything that you have is on that base.
You don't have to leave.
You don't have to leave. But everything on that base is cheaper for them. The entertainment is, you know what I'm saying? They'll have bowling alleys. They'll have golf courses. They have all that shit. They'll have performers, like concerts come out there. And it's all that's rest, man. I'm telling you, read that again, because it's all rest. And that's why you join the military. No different than niggas that become police officers. No different than niggas that become firemen, because you know that there's so many perks and benefits of being in it. Go ahead.
This is Micah 2 and 10. It says, arise ye and depart. This is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction.
Oh, you think that guy that was over there in Niger, you think he knew that he was gonna be destroyed by joining the military? And
he was just looking at the perks.
He was looking at the perks and the benefits. I'm telling you, he was a young nigga. He's like, ooh, I'm gonna get this check.
Yeah.
And you know what young niggas do when they first get this check? Like I said, I'm just reminiscing because I done seen this shit.
Yeah.
When niggas get that check, I'm gonna tell you, the first thing they do, they get a motorcycle.
Car or something.
No, 9 times out of 10, a nigga gonna get a motorcycle.
Yeah.
That's why you see a lot of military. You see them on motorcycles, man. They gonna get them a motorcycle, all right, and they just gonna blow that check.
I was gonna say too, you know, a lot of it, you know, you really have no choice. Like a lot of the guys that join the military don't really have no choice. Okay, you can't get a job. Your woman got 2 kids. Y'all about to get evicted.
Your mom and your parents was poor.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? It's like society forces you to have to go that path of, all right, the only option I have is, you know, either go rob this bank and get, you know, possibly get life, or go join the military. You know what I'm saying? It's like Esau has strategically planned.
Put death at every way.
Yeah, there's no escape. You know, it's just like it's saying Hosea, but you know he's doing it on the left hand.
That's right.
You know, he's not doing it in the righteous manner of YAHAWSHI, YAHAWSHI.
Now, go to that the next article I sent you.
I got something real quick.
And bring out what you pulling that up. Bring out.
This is I looked up military incentives. All right, and it says they have quick ship bonuses. Recruits who ship within the first 30 days, they're offering $20,000.
Damn.
Now you take a nigga that all he's ever done is eat ramen noodles.
Oh man.
Right? He's never seen no real type of money. But you telling me all I gotta do is finish basic training, and you gonna cut me a $20,000 check? Sign me up.
And that's on top of because you also have enlistment bonuses. So on top of that, it says today they can join for a total signing bonus of up to $40,000 for a 4-year hitch.
And that's a 6 week boot camp. So after 6 weeks, you make it through boot camp, you getting 40 G's.
Yeah.
On top of everything else.
They got a deferred enlistment bonus, which is to high school seniors who enlist.
See?
They get them young.
They get them young, man. And that's off, man. Because see, they know what they doing. They don't ever, like I said, when we was in high school, they don't ever do it with your parents there. They try to recruit you when your parents are nowhere to be found.
When I was in school, they had them set up right in front of the cafeteria.
Yeah, they had them job. They had the job, the little fairs at the They were all over, high school.
Yeah.
But it says
come on, don't worry about college, man. Matter of fact, why are you trying to join college? We'll pay for your college. Yeah. I know they're gonna go in that incentive.
I mean, if you ever talk to them, they can be convincing as hell.
Yeah, that's
they're like real salesmen too.
Yeah.
Cause they get bonuses by signing stupid niggas up.
Bonuses, yep.
Yeah.
It says this new program pays $1,000 to students for each month they spend in the Army's future training program. So this is while you're in high school. You can get $1,000. Imagine how many broke high schoolers there are. They're like, damn, you gonna give me $1,000 a month?
Yeah.
And I'm just they got a little program, future Army program.
Oh well, shit. The big thing back in the day. You go back prior to 2001. If you go back to the 90s, hey man, niggas was joining the national the reserves. That was the hustle of the old. A nigga, I know a lot of niggas, man. All right, that's what niggas used to do. Niggas would join the reserves. All they gotta do is show up 2 weekends out the month, and they catching an extra $1,500, $2,000 a month just for doing some basic training shit.
Yep.
But then when 9/11 occurred, they started pulling the reserves. That's from niggas. Oh, I got back problems and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake, that's Jake though.
That's Jake, man. Because when the goodies is good, they loving it. All right? Because you be a goddamn idiot right now.
Yeah.
To sign up for the military. But if you go back maybe 12, 15 years ago. Nah, let's just say 20 years ago. That was 95, 96. Oh hell yeah! Join the military. Oh, I'm good, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you just a stupid nigga, you don't know the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of the Lord ain't dealing with you. Go ahead.
Kind of. It says, I'll just kind of skim through it. It says money for college, so they'll pay for you to go to college. Student loan repayment, they'll repay your student loans.
Oh, so if you was already in school and you can't, matter of fact, if you did your degree and you can't pay the student loan off, just join the military and we'll take care of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says you can earn up to $65,000 in loan repayment. It says 401k matching.
So whatever you earn, they matching whatever you earn, whatever
For
you put in.
retirement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see.
Then whenever, let's just say you move up through the ranks and you become some type of sergeant or some type of lieutenant or whatever, that level that you retire out of, that's the pay you get. Yeah. That's the pay you get when you retire.
And they throw in these relocation packages too. Like I know, like I said, I know a guy. He's in the military now, and he moves every two or 3 years. And he get into a new house paid for.
They probably pay for him to move.
They move his shit. They relocate his job. They find him a job before he even gets out there. You know what I'm saying? They pay for his house.
See?
You know what I'm saying? That's what.
That's the devil, man.
Man,
that's Satan. That's what Satan does. Like Satan will come to you and be like, "Oh, this is for you."
Yeah, like he offering the kingdom.
Hey, it's like that movie, Ghost Rider.
Mm.
Remember that movie, Ghost Rider?
And
and Satan came to the guy. I forget his name.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage's character.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh man, you want your father to live? Well, you got to do this for me." And he did it for him.
Killed him anyway.
And he killed him anyway. And then he came back years down the line well, now you got to pay me what you owe. I gave you, what you wanted, but now I need my part. Yeah. That's what Satan do.
Yeah.
Any more to that?
That was it.
So let's go to that other article.
The title of this article is 8 Reasons Not to Join the United States Military.
God.
Hey, we didn't make this article up. Just let you people know.
Who's the article by?
Governmentslaves.info.
Just put that out there.
Yeah.
So we go skip around that a little bit.
Yeah, because that's basically what you are, is government slaves, man. All right, that's pretty much what it is. Mm-hmm. I like the name of that site because that's right. That's right on the nail on the head of what you niggas are.
Right. Now, matter of fact, since we said that, I'm gonna go back to the previous article and I'm gonna read what Trump said again. Like the lady said Wilson. This said they were astonished. Wilson of the Florida family's reaction. It was almost like you signed up to do this, and if you didn't want to die, you shouldn't have signed up. Because when you sign up for the military, you are signing your life over.
Exactly.
All right. There was a thing many years ago which they claimed they've gotten rid of because it got exposed. But Esau, being the devil he is, he'll just say it's over and change the name to something else.
Yep.
So you had a thing years ago called the Winn-Dixie or the Dead Peasant life insurance plan, where you had these companies putting these insurance plans on the people unknowingly, so that when you die, they collect money on it. You don't think the military had that shit on these soldiers? Right. They look at it like, all right, cool, we're gonna make money on the front end and on the back end.
Yeah, you worth more dead. They get more money than you being dead than if you are alive.
That nigga died, and they probably gave her a fucking folded up flag and a blue heart, right? A blue heart ribbon or whatever they do, and give her a little, we'll continue to pay the whatever amount of money he's been making, the $2,000 a month or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But here it is, the military done capped off and done probably got $1 million check off that dumb nigga's death, man. Yeah.
The organs, the eyes, all the...
Oh yeah, matter of fact, hey, like the brother saying, they probably took his body, sold, because the body's not, he signed his body over. Yeah. It's not his body no more. It's the property of the United States government. Mm-hmm. So they probably took it, doing some weirdo experiments to it. Hey, that motherfucker probably alive. Probably some cyborg.
Yeah, God.
RoboCop took his body parts and trying to merge it with a machine to make a super soldier.
Like that show Black Mirror or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. You can't put nothing past this military.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
This is number one. It says the military is a cult They brainwashes you.
Oh, if I could say that
Of
movie,
course.
Manchurian Candidate, when they had the soldiers in that little island or wherever they was at,
Yep.
and they was feeding them, the videos and putting shit all in their head.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all ain't seen that movie yet, that's a good movie
That's
to
a
watch,
great
man.
movie.
Because it goes into, well, I don't want to go out too much subject.
No, it's cool.
It goes
You good,
into
bro.
the chip. It goes into
False flags.
False flags. Yeah, it goes into all kinds of shit, man. Esau put his agenda out there, man. And for people that's not awake, you that was just a good movie. Shit, that movie showing you signs, man. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Well, they do that because in those movies, so that when we do what we're doing right now, oh man, y'all talking shit straight out of a movie, man. The movie desensitizes you to reality.
Yep. Which is the same thing that Esau does in the military. He desensitizes you, just like how it brainwash. That's a part of the brainwashing. Esau is desensitizing you and making you into a killing machine.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
jar heads.
Yep.
Hey, you had something in that jar, and they dump it out, and what do? They put in what they want. All right.
But you gotta
keep going.
It says the military isn't like a cult; it is a cult. It's painstakingly designed around the cult model. Read any book about how the cults operate, and you can find specific parallels in the military. The two biggest red flags that the military is a cult is the oppressive caste system and the
indoctrination.
Yeah, indoctrination process. Basic training doesn't make a man out of you. The whole purpose of basic training is to brainwash you using the exact same classic brainwashing techniques cults use.
Yeah, that's why when you join the military, right? What do? They have some big round-headed nigga with that hat. You know that hat be tilted down.
Yeah, look like Major Payne.
Yeah, Major Payne. You got that cuff around his head, and he just.
He beating you down.
He beating you down.
Up.
Right. Drop down. Run.
Oh, and don't be somebody who's gonna buck up either, because they'll put your ass out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you gonna talk back? You gonna
that?
You gonna
a dishonorable discharge, man.
Okay.
That's the word. Hey, you got a dishonorable discharge on your record? That's worse.
You get nothing.
That's worse than having a felony.
You get nothing.
You can't do shit with that.
Yeah, you get
Like, you basically are ousted out of society. If they look on your records and see that you were kicked out of the military, you're fucked.
Yeah,
I can't word it no other way. You're fucked, basically.
Yeah.
All right, you'd be better off being you would be better off being a nigga that had a felony than having that on your record.
2 strikes, and you still doing better.
You still doing better than a nigga with that type of charge on him.
God.
We not gonna make it long. Skip down to number 2.
It says the military doesn't care about you.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, that's me.
That's basically what Trump was telling the woman.
Yeah, fuck it. Oh well, he shouldn't have did it anyway.
Basically, y'all motherfuckers want me to cry? Matter of fact, go to Deuteronomy, Jeremiah 25-33 real quick, and keep reading that article.
It says the military will convince you to love it so much you'll get military tattoos, wear military-themed civilian clothing, and yell at anyone who criticizes the military, but the military doesn't return that loyalty.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Homeless.
Oh yeah.
Veterans.
Oh, I forget who did a video on that in the camp. I forgot. Which one of y'all brothers did a video on that? But basically, it was there's more homeless. I think you about to pull it up, right? There's more homeless. What is it? Veterans, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Living in the streets.
Yeah, I mean, hey, a lot of these people, they come back here and they expect all these benefits and all that shit to kick off, but now your mind is fucked up.
Yeah.
So you come back home, expecting everything to be good, but now a lot of these people's heads fucked up from the war.
What is it? Post-traumatic?
PTSD. Yeah.
Post-traumatic stress.
And my dad suffers from that shit. A lot of these ex-veterans, they be alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they be they be losers. Some of them still be hearing. I seen a man one time downtown. The motherfucker was acting like he was still in the war.
See?
I seen that shit before. Motherfucker was like, he was like real war. It was an Edomite, old ass Edomite. But he was like, you know, it was like motherfucker like was in the middle of fucking Iraq or some shit.
Hey, that movie,
That shit was crazy.
I know this is a funny movie, but that movie Patch Adams. I don't know if y'all seen that.
Yeah,
But
seen
when
that.
he was in the psych ward, his roommate was still thinking that he was at war.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I know it was a comedy movie, but they was still
real
showing
shit.
you though.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these guys they really fucked up in the head because of this devil, man.
Yep. You got a problem of homeless veterans.
Yeah.
Suicide in the military. I think they say every 30 seconds or something like that, somebody in the military commits suicide. It's a crazy stat. These VA hospitals.
Yeah.
Hey, not to go off, but if you a trapper and you sell dope, hey,
VA.
the VA hospital is where they post up at. The VA hospital, I was talking to somebody in Atlanta. The VA hospital here in Atlanta, man, that's the Carter, man. All right, that's literally the Carter. You had niggas that sell because they get that check, and what are they doing to cope with these problems? They homeless, they fucked up, they looking to get high. That's what happens. This is the reality. So like the article we reading is saying, they don't give a fuck about their own. So when Trump he's literally the chief of command of the military. He just hopped into the seat. He's just reiterating the truth. All right? Keep going.
It says, sure, the military gives its troops a lot of perks and bonuses. But like all other cults, the pampering stops the second you start questioning the organization. That's funny, man. If you don't drink the Kool-Aid, you'll get thrown out in the streets for failure to confirm.
That dishonorable discharge. That's what they do. They're going to dishonorable discharge your ass, kick you out, and you basically more fucked up than before you came in.
Yep.
It says if you breach the military's puritanical code of ethics, the military won't hesitate to throw the book at you as hard as possible to make an example out.
Yeah, because the court system in the army is separate from the court system on the outside.
That's right.
All right, they show you that in that movie, A Few Good Men.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say.
Yeah, you see, they show you that in A Few Good Men. Any type of movie where they show you that they take you to the military courts. It's like I say, the military
can come in.
Only the military can come in. They got their military judges and so on and so forth. It's a whole other system.
And they don't swear in by the Bible. I'm pretty sure they don't.
What's that other movie? Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh, Men of Honor.
Men of Honor. Yeah,
That's a good movie. That's a good movie too.
Yeah.
That movie shows you how
much he hates.
how much the military hate niggas, man.
I seen a military movie, Hacksaw Ridge. This guy went on trial, and his father served in the military before. He couldn't even come in. He couldn't even come into the courtroom with his son.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
See, this is reality we talking. Now skip down to 3.
This number 3. It says you will lose almost all of your civil rights. You will lose the right to free speech, the right to assembly.
Yeah. You lose the right to free speech, so to speak, because now that you part of that
code.
Right? That's called treason. And treason is punishable by death in America. So now not only did you fuck around and sign up for the war and that you may die overseas, but now you say one wrong thing about the U.S. government and America. Now that you part of it, that you committing treason. Okay, so Esau, hey man, is that not the devil?
Esau put you niggas in double slavery, man.
God damn.
You already a slave in America, but then you sign up for the military and you become a super slave.
God,
you become a slave with a gun.
Level 2 slave.
A level 2 slave, right?
Damn, man.
Keep going.
It says you will lose the right to free speech, the right to assembly, at least the right to assemble with any group that opposes the agenda of the military.
See?
You'll lose the right to work for a second job at any business the military disagrees with.
See? Control.
Yeah.
Just controlling everything, man. You can't work for a company. Let's say, for instance, that you only serve the military every 6 months. 6 months you home, 6 months you out. And in that 6 months that you off, okay, you cannot go get a job and work for another company
that they don't
agree with.
But you your own man.
That's Satan.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me that's off.
They trapped
you. You are owned.
They got you by the balls.
Yeah.
That's why they don't care. Like that's why Trump said what he said. Matter of fact, I got a quote. I'll bring it out. I'll bring this quote out. We was gonna go into it, but it's perfect timing right now. Bear with me 1 second. I just had it. I'll pull it out real quick though. Matter of fact, I sent it to you. So give me 1 second. I know I'm all over the place. You had Henry Kissinger. All right, many years ago. I'll read it real quick. This is a quote. It says on page 194, the book discusses the abuse that Kissinger heaped on Alexander Haig, if I'm saying his name right. It says in Haig's presence, Kissinger was he's really a shadow government. All right, he's well known in his geopolitical realm. Okay. So he said Kissinger referred pointing to military men as dumb, stupid animals to be used as pawns for foreign policy.
Yep.
That's how they look at you. That's why. Yep. Why do you think you military people you wear dog tags?
Oh shit! Yeah, god damn.
Yeah, and if I can say this too, you're being lied to about what you're really fighting for.
Yeah.
Okay, because you got a lot of if you look at a lot of these ex-military YouTubers, all right, they tell you man, fuck the military. You know, they tell you straight up. They're like, they told us we were going to do this and this and that, but really, it was
the famous one, Pat Tillman, many years ago. They used to play for the Arizona Cardinals. That left and he wanted to be patriotic and go fight the war. But then he went over there to fight the war, and he realized all he was doing was protecting opiate fields, and they killed his ass. Matter of fact, since you said that, that's a good point, bro. In the same article you in, skip down to point. Go to point 5, I believe. Yeah, point 5.
You'll fight and possibly die to defend the very ideas you swore to fight against.
That's that league.
It says you won't fight for peace and equality and freedom. You'll destabilize weaker countries.
Yeah, look at Afghanistan. Look at Iraq. They show you pictures of Iraq going back X amount of years ago, and it was a beautiful, prosperous, lively country. Now it's basically dirt. It's a dilapidated, if I'm saying that word correctly, place.
Depreciated.
It's nothing there no more. It's a war-ridden city. Keep going.
Basically ruins.
There's ruins. Yeah, come on.
It says you won't fight for peace and equality and freedom. You'll destabilize a weaker country to allow America to fleece them out of the natural resources. Outsource.
Oh yeah, it's like that's what it's all about. It's all about those resources at the end of the day. That's what the so-called white man is in it for. Because war is money, man. All right. So war, they gain all those resources and they gain all that money from war. Okay, and then they it's controlled opposition. So they have these terrorist groups that are set up by the CIA.
Right.
They were, so you over there fighting, against America. You fight,
Right. It's like when you play like a game like Mortal Kombat. It's Sub-Zero versus Sub-Zero. That's what it is. Read that in Habakkuk 2 and 5 real quick.
2 and 5. It's Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
And how does he not keep at home? Through his military. His military is the portion of him that goes out and establishes new land, like we're reading in this point. All right, keep going.
It says, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yeah, so what's he doing when he's gathering all these people in all nations and not keeping it at home? To take their resources. He cannot be satisfied. His desire is as death. He could have it all, but it's like, nah, fuck that, man. It's a small village of people in an island off the coast of Africa, and they got a resource there, and we gonna go take it. They showed that in the movie Avatar.
Yeah.
So-called white man traveled all the way through space.
And he would do that too.
And he would if he could.
If he could, he would do that shit.
If this devil knew that there was a colonized group of people on the planet Saturn, and they had some shit there that he needed, he will go.
Hey, you know, it's not even people anymore. You see what he did to what was it, the bison?
Oh, man.
You see what he does to the elephants for the ivory. It's not even people in oil and gold anymore. Now he's taking everything.
Mm-hmm.
His greed and his pride. He's literally destroying the earth.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know.
And he'll never have enough.
Yeah, it'll never be enough.
Never be enough.
You remember on the last episode on what season was that on the Boondocks? That might have been season 3. Remember the episode on the Boondocks where Winslow was trying to do that terrorist attack, and the cop. Remember the cop that was kicking all the people in the nuts? Remember that episode?
I remember
You heard that episode?
Yeah.
And he went up to Winslow at the end, and he was like, "Do you not have enough? Is it never enough?" And Winslow was like, "No." Here he is. He's the man that makes all these decisions. He got all the power. He's the top man, but it's never enough. And that's Esau, man.
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
So we can go back into that article.
I'm gonna hold that Habakkuk because it's something in there.
Yeah, because
Okay,
Esau got a whole cake, and you got crumbs on your plate. Esau will take your crumbs.
Oh, they'll take your crumbs.
Yeah.
And be mad at you for being mad.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going in that article.
It says also outsourced labor to sweatshops and crippled the country under debt from the World Bank and International Monetary Fund. You'll perpetuate the industrial war complex that builds bombs with your tax dollars while your schools crumble. In short, you'll directly make.
Oh, that shows you a great point right there. This military, the government don't give a fuck about you. Here it is. They'll show you the GDP, all right, which is the gross domestic product. That's basically how much money or how the budget of the country. And they'll show you that like over 50% of the budget goes straight to military.
Shit, more.
That's
what they tell you.
Yeah, that's really what they tell you.
Yeah. All that shit is going to, because, you know, this devil's getting ready, you know.
Matter of fact, we're gonna get that. Go to Joel 3.
Yeah, and that's the collapse of this society, because here it is, you know, you got school systems, you know, what is America's infrastructure? What was America's infrastructure grade? D.
A D plus, I believe.
A D plus, which is really an F. You know, we know
hey,
that.
what the fuck is a D, man?
A D
Yeah.
plus.
A D don't even. You can't even graduate college and be a D student. You can't. That's how bad a D is. A D is pointless, man.
And that was that. I think they did that 3 years ago.
That was a while ago.
Oh, so shit. Hey, man, imagine. Hey, it's probably in the, you know, off the grade. That shit's probably goddamn H.
I think a damn credit score would be more sufficient than a letter grade. Because even with a certain credit score, anything under like 500 is considered worthless. You know what I'm saying?
Well, America many years ago, Moody, the company Moody, which they're part of ranking the government's credit score or whatever the sense is. They downgraded them from like AAA to like a double A. All right, so that just go to show you, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen soon, where that's gonna go down to a single A. Yeah, because everything is going into the shitter, man. Yeah. All right, matter of fact, get Isaiah. Was that Isaiah 14 and 11? Hell is. It might not be 11, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. You got that Joel 3?
I think.
Who got the Joel 3?
It's Joel. We gonna start at.
You start at 9.
All right, Con. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw.
Get Revelation 16 and 16. Hold that real quick, because this is going into the time of Armageddon. All right.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay. It's
let him read that.
Okay.
For us. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 14 and 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It has stirred up the death for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
That's going into war too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the Lord is weakening this place. Here it is, this devil, like we just read in the article. He goes all the way around the world to weaken their places, but not knowing that he's weakening his home base.
Yeah, because what is he doing? He's shitting on his allies. He's pissing everybody off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, eventually, everybody that's supposedly an ally to America is like, man, fuck you. I think that's
That's in the book
the
of
scripture
Obadiah.
say a kingdom divided against itself. You know?
Yep. Matter of fact, Obadiah, we go to Daniel, was it Daniel 2, the 10 toes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's it on that?
Yeah, that's it on that.
Read that Revelation 16 and 16 real quick.
This Revelation 16 and 16, it says, and he gathered them together in the place called, in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon.
Armageddon or Harmageddon. All right, meaning the gathering of the troops.
Yeah, mountain of truth.
All right, and that's what we're reading about in Joel. All right, keep going.
And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne saying, it is done.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Now go back to Joel.
Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
Mm-hmm. That's why these other countries. That's that. When you was in school, they teach about guns and butter. All right, your guns represent your like you said, your military. You're protecting it, and then the butter represents basically, you know, you're investing in other things like agricultural. Those things. Countries ain't worried about feeding niggas no more. They tell you that, and they show you when you read up on World War II, I believe, they was rationing out everything. They was rationing out how much gas a person could get, how much food you was getting, because all attention is into war.
Yeah, it had to be limited.
Everything's limited. That's how you know we're going into rough times, because this war is the war of all wars. All right, you people, you think when they start sending everybody over to fight, when they start sending when all money, like we said a few minutes ago, as they like to say, over 50% of the budget goes in the military. What happens when they say, fuck it, man? We ain't, fuck school for you niggas, fuck you hospitals, fuck all that shit. 90% of all our money is going into the military, man. What would you think you people gonna be eating 12-ounce T-bone steaks and shit? That's why you gonna have to take the chip.
Yeah.
Cause we're gonna ration you out these care packages, and that's your package. Here's some dry beans. Yeah. Here's a bag of rice.
Cans.
Yeah. Here's some canned goods, and that's your provision. Yeah. All right. Keep going.
It says, "Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahawah. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat."
Yeah, that valley of Jehoshaphat is over there in the Middle East. All right.
And you know what? Just adding to your point,
go ahead.
when they ration that stuff out, guess what you're gonna have to have? The chip.
You're gonna have to have that chip.
When they start doing that, you families, that's gonna be the requirement. You know.
Hey, you know what? Since we on this old military kick, a lot of you people, you're gonna take the chip because your husband is in the military. You already have it. Your wife is in the military. She already has it. So why wouldn't you? If my husband takes it for his security and safety, he's gonna come to the house and be like, hey, because we're in time of war, and I need to know when you're okay and you're safe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, con.
I need you to go ahead and come up here and get chipped. All right. People, that's why that chip, man, it's going to be the easiest thing to chip you Americans, man.
Yep.
Hey, because I'm going to hit you with this, not to put it out there and people catch spirits on. Hey, it really makes sense to take the chip. If you don't understand the scriptures and the Spirit of the Lord is not moving you to tell you why you shouldn't take it, every reason why the chip to take it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense to take the chip, man.
I feel like we be giving Esau ideas, you're watching our video like, damn.
That's how we're going to push it.
That's how we let's do it through the military.
People, it makes all the sense in the world, man. Safety reasons, health reasons, Okay, security reasons.
Financial.
All right, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
keep going.
Okay. It says, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Mm-hmm.
Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe.
Mm-hmm.
Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision.
Because that's what that word Jehoshaphat means. All right, Yahweh's decision, his judgment. Go ahead.
It says, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near in the valley of decision.
Mm-hmm. And what's the decision? He's going to judge you nations, as he's saying, man, for the wickedness that you've done. But see, that's what's so beautiful about it, is the Lord is going to gather all you people, all you soldiers representing different countries in one area, and then boom, go to Daniel 12. Go to Daniel 12 and 1 real quick. And then that's when the Lord's going to make his appearance. And all of you going to go from fighting one another to fighting the angels of the Lord, man.
Yeah. And because you trusted Esau.
Yeah, you trusted Esau, Keisha and Maisha and Lorenzo and all you niggas that join the military, you gonna be over there and you gonna be fighting against your own power. Okay, you got that in Daniel.
Here comes Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as was never since there was a nation even at the same time.
See, part of this great war that's going to occur actually is part of goes hand in hand with Jacob's trouble.
That's right.
All pipelines are leading to the end, man. Matter of fact, go to Matthew 24 and 24,
like 13.
24 and 7. I think that is.
Yeah,
it said the signs.
I think that's wars and rumors.
Wars and rumors of war. That's what I want.
I know, right?
You got it. Go ahead.
This is at Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
That sounds like war.
And kingdom against kingdom.
Verse 6. Yeah, verse 6, what you doing?
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Mm-hmm.
See that ye be not troubled.
Yeah, we're not troubled. You think we troubled about this? We looking forward to it. That's why we making this lesson talking about this guy dying. All right. Hopefully, you have some sincere men, women that are in the military right now. They may see this and they get the lesson and realize that that's not a place for you to be.
Yeah.
All right. And if them niggas, them crackers, they gotta kick you out. Hey man, have faith in the Lord, man.
Yeah.
All right. But the military is not where you want to be.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, especially right now.
And a lot of a lot of people in the military, you listen to us because a lot of you have insight view to what the fuck is really going on, man.
Yeah, a lot of you got sense, and we got brothers that were
ex-military.
Ex-military,
Mm-hmm. But all you people in the military, you're gonna have to make a hard decision, man. That's why they're gonna have to bring in them UN troops, them foreign troops, because you're gonna be forced with making decisions that you don't want to do. All right, when it comes down to taking that chip, all right, when it comes down to going to this war, all right, a lot of you people gonna have life-threatening decisions to make very soon. All right, keep going in Matthew.
It says, "For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Mm-hmm.
For nation shall rise against nation,
Mm-hmm.
and kingdom against kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places."
Yeah, see these wars this war subject matter is prophecy, man.
That's right.
All right, that's why we're going in the scriptures and we're lining up with things. That's why this whole thing is about showing you people that the military is not the place to be. All right, it's never was. You're making a covenant with the devil.
Yeah.
All right, and you're gonna go and fight this war where a lot of you gonna die. Millions, as the Apostle Tahar has been saying, hundreds of millions of Israelites are gonna die. All right, a lot of you are gonna die in the battlefield, man. All right, through the draft. I think I read years ago during the time of like World War II or Vietnam, roughly 10 million people were drafted over a few years span. So what you think they're gonna do in this time, man? This is the war of wars. This is the war. This is the war to end it all.
That's right.
This devil, matter of fact, Revelation 12 and 12, and we might close up there. Because this devil, man, when he knows that his kingdom is loosening up, he's losing his grip on it, right? He sees that his power is leaving him. He sees his allies turning on him. He sees part of Babylon destroyed. His infrastructure falling. He gonna throw everything, like they say, he gonna throw everything but the kitchen sink, man.
Yep.
And you know what? He gonna keep the kitchen sink. He gonna throw you niggas. Yeah. He gonna throw a bunch of niggas in the middle of that war. Yeah. All right. Hey, you know what? As in the elitist mind, what better way to cut down the population than to have millions and millions of troops within a part of the world, and then bomb the fuck out of it?
Hell yeah.
That's easy. All right, you got that in Revelation?
Yeah. It's Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Oh, Salaki, I'm sorry. This is I'm looking at an article we were just reading at the bottom. The 8 reasons, and it says, note, the author of this blog received an honorable discharge after 7 years enlisted in the service in the U.S. Air Force. So this isn't some, fat cracker woman pleading her heart out. This is an actual person that signed on that dotted line and probably put himself in life-threatening situations to then be kicked out. So he's speaking from a place of experience. Yeah. First eye, from a point of view, all right? But I just want to say that guy, I was looking at that like, oh shit, this guy actually was in the military exposing all this shit. But go ahead.
It says, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
That's why he gonna do everything he can. He know he got a short time. So he gonna send all you niggas, man. All you niggas is about to get sent to war. That's what's gonna happen. You think he gonna keep you here so you can just sit, lean, and pop pills and play watch TV and play Xbox and fuck around all day? You think that's what he's gonna do? You think all you nigga women that's collecting all these benefits from the government? The government don't give you. We just read the government don't give you shit for free. Nope. All you black bitches that sit around and collect WIC, collect benefit checks and food stamps. Yep. Child support.
Then they got transgenders can go in the military now, so you're gonna have a lot of gays and ex men.
Right.
Unidentified.
Because see, when you look at World War I, World War II, Vietnam, there was no female soldiers.
No.
There was no openly gay people in the military. And you people think that that's an act of moving forward, or forwarding civil liberties and shit like that. No, that's opening it up. So, when we implement this draft, I don't give a fuck whether your name is, if you got a dick and your name is Tanya, you gonna get in some fatigues. We're gonna put an M16 on your back and a book bag and some boots.
Yeah, they're gonna send retards and
midgets. They're gonna send retards, send midgets, fat people. They're gonna send women. Yeah. They gonna lower all those problems to where it's like, hey, if you got a heartbeat, get your ass over there, man. If you breathing, you going to war. And a lot of you niggas gonna do it because you're afraid of the consequences. All right, and let them try to recruit me. Man, I'm fleeing. Yeah. Them niggas gonna have to grab me.
Hey, even if you do, you gonna have to kill me.
You gonna have to kill me. Fuck you. Yeah. All right. And we pray to the spirit that don't come our way anyway. Right. But the point of it is, a lot of you niggas like, oh man, they said, man, if I don't go, man, I'm gonna have to go to jail. I'd rather be a nigga in jail here in America than possibly be locked up in fucking jail in Pakistan. Yeah. I don't know about y'all. I'd rather be locked up in America, or fuck it, we'll flee. I'll become a Canadian. God damn it. Yeah. We'll go to Canada. I don't give a fuck. We're not fighting that war. All right. We fighting in this war against you, man.
Yeah. Spiritual battle.
All right. We fighting against the military. Hey, who you think they're gonna send to come and get us? We already on Project Megiddo. Yeah. All right, we already deemed terrorists.
Yeah, they probably know not to even recruit us.
Yeah, right. They come to recruit me. I'm like, do y'all not know who the fuck I am?
God. Hey,
man, go get somebody above you, man.
Yeah, you fucking up.
You don't know it, man. Go get a higher up, man. Tell him your name.
I'm an attorney general. Like that guy.
Like, do I look like a person that's gonna fight for this war? You really want to put a gun in my hand? You want to train me? All right. Hey, a lot of you other niggas in these other camps, man, y'all gonna be getting sent to this war, man. Because the Spirit of the Lord ain't with you, man. Hey, ISUPK.
Yeah.
Y'all already in that.
Y'all the perfect candidates.
Y'all already in that spirit. Y'all already marching and shit. Hey, IUIC. Y'all already in that spirit. Who's putting you in that spirit, of that cadence spirit? All right, Nate. These hirelings. So they gonna send your ass over there. And a lot of you niggas, man, a lot of you niggas that claim to be men of the Lord, you gonna do it, man. You gonna bitch up. You gonna take that chip. You gonna put on them army fatigues. You gonna put your dog chain on. You gonna shave the beard off. All right. And you ain't gonna have no Hebrew name over there. You ain't gonna you think they gonna put on your goddamn jacket Danya Allah?
Hey, Tyrone, get your ass.
Listen, Tyrone, get your ass in there. All right, and drive this goddamn Humvee.
I got
a scripture.
Yeah.
And anybody got any closing points? We could, bring them out after this.
This is, going into the first scripture we read about, Esau's words are smoother than butter. How much of a liar he is and a deceiver.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12. I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth,
that's right,
so is his wickedness." All right. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Yeah, with rust, man, you can never get rid of rust.
Yeah.
You think you just saying that, you got a car and you got a rusty patch on, you can't paint over that shit. You got to sand that shit down and get rid of it. So the scriptures clearly tell you to never trust thine enemy.
Yeah.
All right.
And that also goes to towards them wicked, the wicked ones of Israel, like Nate and them guys in ISUPK, the guys that they follow, they leading them, they your enemy too. Because even the young guys that go and join their organizations and shit, they being led astray. That's Jeremiah 23. That this goes into, because there's enemies amongst Israel as well.
That's right.
And we've got perfect examples of the enemies amongst us that's teaching certain parts of the truth. Let me just finish real quick.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 12, "Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee."
Yeah, that's why we read in Deuteronomy 24, not to make covenant. Now Deuteronomy 7, not to make covenants with him. So when you make a covenant with somebody, that person's near you.
Yeah, come.
All right, you're supposed to flee from the devil, not make friends and leagues with the devil.
Come.
All right, keep going.
It says, "Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat." And what's Esau trying to do? He's trying to get that birthright back. He's gonna do whatever he can to try to get that birthright back. All right, it says, "And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith." Okay, I'm gonna jump down to verse 16.
Okay.
It says, "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit."
That's what they do. I'm telling you, that's what they do in those recruiting sites. You got a big backwoods country cracker, right? And he'd be like, "Oh man, brother, put it there, brother. You're one of us now. Be all you can be." And then as soon as you leave and go back to the ghetto, all right, he'd be in the back room with a bunch of other crackers. Got signed up 6 niggas today.
Yep.
My superior told me if I sign up 10 niggas this month, I don't gotta go back to war. So I'm gonna sign up 10 niggas to go to war for me.
Yeah. That's how they do.
Right.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It says, "He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood."
Yeah, hey, that's Trump. That's these people. They weep. You see Donald. Well, not Trump, because Trump don't give a fuck. But Obama, whoever died, you see Obama, he did that dumb shit in the back of his mind. He's like, "Man, fuck these niggas, man."
Yep.
That
I
was
got
it.
some. This is Deuteronomy 20:10. "When thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it. And it shall be, if it make thee answer of peace and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee, and they shall serve thee. So Israel, we're the Lord set us up to where these other nations are supposed to be, servants to us.
Mhm.
All right, and they're supposed to be under us. That's the only way that there can be peace. All right,
Mhm.
but in verse 12 it says, and if it will make no peace with thee, but will make war against thee, then thou shalt besiege it. All right, so if another nation, all right, if they want to make war against you, you're supposed to take it down. All right, and we're in the land of our enemies, man. Okay, so we're supposed to want to take this place down.
That's right.
All right,
Not fight and preserve it and hold it up.
kind. It says, and when when Yahweh thy power had delivered it into thine hands, thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So
now keep going.
yeah, and but the women and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies.
That's why we're supposed to fight in our own military for our own causes so we can besiege and take over the nations, not to uphold Esau's society. So here it is. He sends Tyrone over to the military, over to the Middle East to fight, and here he is, Keisha back over here in the States, getting DDT'd and rotted down by all the niggas that's left over here.
Yeah.
We supposed to be going over to these countries and sieging them, killing the men, taking the women. That's why I think I don't know if it's in this chapter, but I know we was reading 24 where it talks about when you go to, it's actually this chapter, it's gotta be. Because when you go into it, you take the woman, you shave all her hair off.
For a month.
You cut all her nails off, let her mourn for a month, and then you got you a woman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's what we supposed to be in the mind frame of. Yeah. And that's what we in. We actually in the war right now. We spiritually. Because you know what? When Esau sends you niggas and you other nation men over to fight, as it says you in the Apocrypha, that the virgins shall not have brides, all right, bridegrooms, for they were sent to the war. Where do you think the women gonna cleave to? The men that's left.
Yep.
All right, because they're gonna be sad because Dante. I'm just trying to use all my nigga names. Because Dante got killed in war, and she's looking for somebody to help her because there ain't nothing out here left.
Yeah, rebound.
Yeah, rebound.
Yep.
All right, keep going.
Which the Lord, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies, which the Lord, the Yahweh thy power hath given thee.
Mm-hmm.
Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from thee.
So where in the law does it say for us to join forces?
Join our enemies.
Join forces with the enemy and fight with them.
Yeah, nowhere.
Nowhere. You can't find that in the scriptures where the Lord said, and I want the nation of Israel to join forces with the nation of Japhet, and they're going to fight the Philistines.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, y'all ain't got nothing to do with this, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? Please show me that in the scriptures. All right? We are a nation of our own, and the Spirit of the Lord is with us. When we went to fight, that's who set us up for the win. The Lord would tell us, go in and I will deliver your enemies unto you.
I got something real quick.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 1, verse 1. It says, now after the death of Joshua, it came to pass that the children of Israel asked the Lord Yahawah, saying, who shall go up against for us the Canaanites first to fight against them? And the Lord Yahawah said unto Judah, so like he said in the Lord, Yahawah said, Judah shall go up. Behold, I have delivered the land into his hand. And Judah said unto Simeon, his brother, come up with me into my lot, that we may fight against the Canaanites.
Right.
He didn't say any other nation. He's, when they asked who was going to, defeat the enemy of Israel,
It was amongst
and
our
he
own
put
people.
the Israelites out there.
Hey, because Israel is such a great nation, you got to think like it's 12 tribes, but each tribe is literally a nation of its own.
We don't need help.
We don't need you pathetic nations' help.
It's in the
All
law.
right? We don't need you. That's why we don't know how to make no covenants with you. That's how it shows you how weak a nigga is. Here it is. They want to talk about black power, but then they join the fucking military.
God. Oh man.
Yeah.
You want to talk about rights, but then you join the military. When you sign here it is. A nigga is already 2/3 of a fucking human on the outside, and then he's literally signed. Well, I don't even need them 3 parts. I'm just gonna be a dumbass dog, and I'm whatever you say do, I'm gonna do. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. You want me to shoot myself in the foot? Sir, yes, sir. You niggas is stupid, man. But anybody got any closing remarks?
That's it.
All right. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. It's going more and more wars is gonna happen. You people are all on Instagram losing your fucking mind because Trump spoke the truth.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything wrong. All right. Like the brother said earlier, when you watch that movie Boys in the Hood, he told him. He said, man, the military is not a place for a black man. And that's how all you nations, all you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans should be telling your children, but instead you push them to fight the war. So when you sign up for the war, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? And more slain bodies, which we call, but I'll just quote it in Jeremiah 25:33. It tells you that the slain of the Lord shall be many, from one end of the earth to the other. That's what times we're in. But instead, you people don't want to fight the real war, which is a spiritual war. You want to be carnal, so you're gonna die, and your bodies is gonna be dung on the earth, man.
That's right.
All right. So with that, we're gonna close up, and we're gonna give all glory and honor to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWSHI. All right, and double honors to our apostles and elders. All right, and peace and safety to the Yakin, man, and keep pushing, man. And until next time, shalom.
Shalom.